This one skill I'm about to talk about completely changed the full trajectory of my life in the matter of just about over a year now. Now, to backtrack, just about a year and a half ago, I was in high school. Today is May 2nd. I was in high school about a year ago, getting ready to walk the podium to graduate high school to get my diploma for the full 4 years of high school. Now, after that, of course, like a lot of you guys in your same shoes, my parents wanted me to go to college, learn a trade, or even take a different job route that I knew I did not want to take because I knew I was worthy of doing a lot more. So, just to backtrack, about a year and a half ago, like I said, I was in high school, ready to walk the podium or whatnot. Now, in the fall before that semester, because of course you graduate high school in spring or summer, in the fall, which was semester one of my high school journey, I was working a normal pizza job, making about $18 an hour or whatnot, and I knew that I was worthy of a lot more than that. Fast forward a few months, I, of course, was researching everything online, right? Like your typical how to make money online, how do I make my first dollar online. I did it in this YouTube search bar or whatnot, and I came across probably what a lot of you guys know by now, but it is drop shipping. But I kind of dabbled in a little bit of drop shipping, a little bit of day trading or whatnot, but I mainly stick to drop shipping. Now, that was more so in the earlier fall, so end of summer was when I came across it. But long story short, I was obviously going through the struggles of trying to find something working online. I gave up on drop shipping, I gave up on trading, and I was still trying to find a way because I know I wasn't going to give up on it. Of course, it was probably my fault because I know all these things work, so I'm not going to sit here and say drop shipping or the other business models don't work. But I felt like it wasn't really for me, as I felt like I could find something else that would work a lot better for me. So I was going around online, still trying to find other ways to make money after I kind of gave up on those two business models. And I came across high ticket sales. Now, high ticket sales, what is it and how did I find it? I was like kind of really trying to think like, how are all these people online making a lot of money? Because I knew a lot of course selling was out there, a lot of mentorships were being taught, and even myself, like I looked into trading and drop shipping to try to get some right guidance because it was a little bit hard on my own. I tried to look for courses and mentorships, but I kind of came to the quick realization that a lot of people are making money online from selling these mentorships or selling these courses. So I looked into it, and if you guys don't already know what high ticket sales is, it's pretty much selling a mentorship or a course on a influencer's behalf. So for example, if there's like a fitness influencer, a day trading influencer, someone who teaches you e-commerce, how to build a store, how to run ads, whatever the case may be, they all more than likely show you that skill, but for a good amount of money because of course they give all their info in there. They give you the full blueprint, they give you coaching calls, they give you wherever the case may be to help you be successful. However, they charge a pretty good amount of money for it. It could be anywhere from like, I've seen programs from about $1,000 all the way up until $20,000 I've seen before. But anyways, because they have such a big following online, they probably have tens of thousands of followers, some even millions of followers. They cannot sell to all the people who are interested in their product and want to learn how to do what they do. So that's where a person like me on my end comes in to obviously sell said product on their behalf and make commission off of it. So if you're selling a lot of, obviously they still have a big audience. So if there's tens of thousands of people watching, a million people watching them and are actually interested in learning it, there's a lot of people wanting to learn that skill every single day. So as a sales rep, you can go ahead and sell said product to all of these people and make a lot of money on their behalf from commission based. Now that's what high ticket sales is. Now the reason I think this skill is so valuable is number one, I knew getting into high ticket sales, it was something that I didn't want to do just to be an employee. I knew it was something that I wanted to do to be a business owner in the end. I didn't want to always work for someone. I didn't want to always be an employee. Because then again, if you're a sales rep, just no sugarcoating, there is always going to be a cap on your income. Of course, you can do higher months than better months, but still, like there's always going to be a cap on your income one way or another. So I knew that I always wanted to be a business owner, thus can set me up for my future, can obviously get me uncapped income, can help me leverage out other things. But I know that almost every single business, if not every single business out there, whether it's marketing, ads, e-com, all these things are selling a product in some way or another. Like sales is actually allocated in these businesses one way or another. So I knew that if I mastered sales, I can transfer that into other skills in life that would make me a lot more money in return. So fast forward to now, I put my head down in fall of 2024, which is when I really put my head down and I really went all in on sales. I got my first mentorship, I invested in myself, I put my head down and I really took the time to make sure that I can make it all work. Fast forward to now, I'm living in a house with all my friends out here who are also making money online, and we all have the ability to have the freedom that we want. We can do whatever we want. We can really hang out whenever we want. We can travel when we want. We have, of course, my own house at 18. We also are able to just kind of do whatever we want without having to worry about anything. It's kind of like what we all wanted when we were super young. It's what I wanted about a year and a half ago when I first got into this whole thing. It's pretty much what I have now. Am I close to, or am I like anywhere where I want to be compared to where I want to be in life? No, but I know that it's a lot further than I was about a year and a half ago. That's why I'm bringing it up, because this one skill was able to literally let me quit college or let me drop out of college and go all in on something like this and live a life that I didn't even know I was capable of living because I didn't want to live in college, kind of doing the party life or whatnot. I knew that I always wanted better, and that's like where this skill eventually brought me. Because I always tell it, but learning a high income skill one way or another, whether it's sales, marketing, wherever the case may be, if you can learn a high income skill and get really good at it, then you can make a lot of money in return. So that's the reason I bring it up, is because it's so transferable into any other thing. And like I said, I'm doing very well for my age. Not even to brag or anything, but I'm no different than you guys. If you are in the same place, if you are working a job that you feel like is not for you, or you feel like you're worthy of more, and you can just somewhat, you don't even have to be the best talker, but you can somewhat talk to people and actually understand them and hear them out. And I think sales is a really good thing to get into, because you can get really good at it. Number one, there's no money that you need to start. Number two, transferable to a bunch of other things in life. Not even just selling for businesses or being a business owner if you want, but it also shows you social skills, right? If you struggle with social skills one way or another, you learn to listen to people. You learn to talk well. You learn to understand why people say certain things. It can just help you in every single day lives. You also learn psychology, right? You learn why people believe certain things and why they don't, because you know that obviously the way people believe certain things can reflect on their actions. So it's just really cool things that you can learn along the way, because I actually do find it interesting. It's not like something that I wake up and do because I have to make the money. It's genuinely enjoyable to me to help people overcome limiting beliefs. It's like not even about just selling a product, but it's about actually helping people make a change. Because of course, I hope most of you guys out there, if you're already in sales, if you're just looking to get into it, or if you're just coming across this video because you're curious about it, one way or another, if you're just selling a product, at least in my eyes, I don't look at it as just trying to take someone's money. I look at it as like, okay, you're helping people. Of course, given that you're selling a good product, you're helping someone change their life, because if they really believe in your coaching program, they believe it can help them get to where they want to go. And you can help them overcome all their beliefs, whether they feel like they're stuck in a job, they feel like they're not meant for college, they feel like they're not meant for trade school, they feel like they're meant for more. And they really believe that whatever you're offering can help them get to that goal. If you can really help break down their beliefs and help them cross the line to want to help them make a change because you have so much conviction in your product, that's what's really more fulfilling than even just the money, in my opinion. Of course, the money's great. Of course, that's the big driver to want to see all the success. But when you really break it down and you really enjoy what you love, because you didn't even know that you could get to this point because you are learning to talk to people, you really understand people, it's really honestly like a really fulfilling thing. It's not even just about making the money, but it's super fulfilling. But yeah, if you guys are actually curious about more high-ticket sales, you want some more guidance, you want to be pointed in the right direction, you can go ahead and follow me and shoot me a DM. I'll point you in the right direction. I'll give you some guidance for completely free. I'll ask me any questions. I'm more than happy to help. I'll leave the link in my description. And if you are actually all ready to go and you are more serious about sales and want to see if it would even make sense for you, you can go ahead and book a call with me, and we'll see. We'll kind of go from there. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. But yeah.